Hello! Thank you very much for inviting me as keynote speaker to this agricultural conference in Bangkok, Thailand. My presentation is titled The Effect of Vermicompost and Vermicompost Tea on Plant Production, a Review, and my name is Margit Olla. Let's start. Outline of my talk: Introduction, History, Composition of Vermicompost, Roles of vermicompost, effect of vermicompost on growth, yield and chemical content, effect of vermicompost on plant protection, preparation of vermicompost, a summary. Introduction. Lots of food in the world are wasted, from agricultural production to final household consumption. In the European Union, 88 million tons, which equals to 173 kilograms per person per year, of food are wasted. 15 countries that waste food most per capita in kilograms per year. The first place is for Australia, which wastes almost 400 kilograms per year per capita in kilograms. The second place is US, which has almost 300 kilograms per capita wasted per year, and so on. Global food losses and wastes are 1/3 of the world's food, which equals to 1.3 billion tons, which equals to 1 trillion USD. And 45% of all fruit and vegetables are wasted, 35% of all fish and seafood are wasted, 30% of all cereals are wasted, 20% of all dairy products are wasted, and 20% of all meat and poultry products are wasted. Potential agro-industrial processing wastes are agricultural waste, rice husk, cereal residues, white bran, millet straw, and so on. Food processing waste, canning industry waste, breweries waste, dairy industry waste, sugar industry waste, press mold and trash, wine industry waste, oil industry waste, non-edible oilseed cake, coffee pulp, cotton waste, food industry waste, wood chips, wood shavings, sawdust, other industrial wastes, fermentation waste, paper and cellulosic waste, vegetal tannery waste. Agriculture residues, weeds, animal manure, industrial waste are needed for vermicomposting. Earthworm utilize organic waste as feed material, and the final product is vermicompost, which improves plant growth, increases microbial activity, suppresses plant disease, enhances water retention and aeration, high content of NPK, but not only NPK, but also other nutrients and also calcium and magnesium, which are very needed for plant protection. Then plant is stronger and pests and diseases cannot invade the plant. Improves nutrient recycling. The term vermicomposting is described as biooxidation and stabilization of organic material involved by the joint action of earthworms and mesophilic microorganisms. Vermicompost is produced by the activity of earthworms. Vermicompost is rich in macro and micronutrients, vitamins, growth hormones, enzymes, and immobilized microflora. Here you can see vermicompost with earthworms, the final product vermicompost. How a worm composter works. Always the top layer is a waste layer, then is waste and cast layer already, some cast also in it, where worms are eating, say, waste and producing vermicast, and vermicast is falling down together with some liquid which are gathered separately. Problems. Organic waste disposal has caused increasing environmental economic problems. Also, the high cost of synthetic fertilizers is a problem for farmers. The purpose. The purpose of this investigation was to assess the influence of the low-cost vermicompost technology which uses organic waste on the crop production. History. Earthworm was mentioned by philosophers like Pascal and Thoreau. Egyptian pharaoh Cleopatra said earthworms are sacred. Worms fertilize the Nile Valley croplands after annual floods. Egyptian farmers were not allowed even to touch an earthworm for fear of offending the god of fertility. The ancient Greeks considered the earthworm to have an important role in improving the quality of the soil. The Greek philosopher Aristotle referred to worms as the instincts of the earth. Sir Surpala recommended to add earthworms at the soil to receive sufficient yield of fruits. Sir Charles Darwin called them as friends of farmers. Russian scientist Anatoly Igonin said earthworms and their positive influence on the whole living nature, which they create soil and improve soil fertility. Composition of vermicompost. Vermicompost is a peat-like material, high porosity, water holding capacity, high surface area, nutrients in plant available forms, microbial activity, plant growth regulators, auxins, cytokinins, and humic substances. The nutrient status of the vermicompost obtained from different organic materials. Here you can see different nutrients and the range which it is found in vermicompost. And the range is there because the vermicompost has very many different ways as feed material for earthworms, and therefore there is always a range of different nutrients that can be found in vermicompost. For example, nitrogen percentage can range to 0.5 to 0.9, and calcium and magnesium content can uh, range from 22.6 to 47.6. Roles of vermicompost. Beneficial roles of vermicompost. High percentage of humus helps to improve soil water holding capacity. Humus prevents harmful plant pathogens, fungi, nematodes and bacteria. Worm casting contains thousands of bacteria, enzymes and residues of plant materials that were not digested by worms. Contains nutrients that are readily available to plants. Worm castings are the best imaginable soil for farming. Plant growth regulating activity. The growth responses of plants are good. Hormone-induced activity it is called. The high levels of nutrients, humic acids and humates. Ability to develop biological resistance. Contains some antibiotics and actinomycetes. It is called power of biological resistance. Spray of chemical pesticide was reduced by 75% where vermicompost were used in agriculture. Ability to minimize pest attack, warm castings repel hard-bodied pests. Ability to suppress plant disease, vermicompost suppresses 20 to 40% infection of insect pests like aphids, mealybugs, cabbage white caterpillars on pepper, cabbage and tomato. Vermimeal production. Beneficial impacts of vermicompost on soil. Increase the soil organic matter, improve soil structure, prevent soil erosion, increase beneficial soil microbes and nutrients, improve cation exchange capacity, reduces bulk density of soil, suppression of soil-borne plant diseases, increase water holding capacity of soil, remove soil salinity, maintain optimal pH value of soil. What happens with soil while adding vermicompost to the crops? Enriches soil with beneficial microbes and hormones, enhances overall growth and yield of crops, release nutrients slowly to the plants, protect plants from diseases and pests. Why vermicompost is an ideal manure. Higher nutritional values than traditional compost, increased rate of mineralization, increased degree of humification. Vermicompost has high porosity, aeration, drainage and water holding capacity. The presence of microbiota, particularly fungi, bacteria and actinomycetes, makes it suitable for plant growth. Nutrients such as nitrates, phosphates and exchangeable calcium and soluble potassium in plant available forms are present in vermicompost. Contains plant growth regulators and other plant growth influencing stuff. Production of cytokinins and auxins. Earthworms release certain metabolites, for example vitamin B and D. In addition to increased nitrogen availability, phosphorus, potassium, calcium and magnesium availability in these gases are found. Important advantage of vermicompost. Vermicompost can be produced on farm at a low cost using simple techniques. The food produced will be a safe chemical-free food for society. Important disadvantages of vermicompost. The process can take 2 months to achieve transformation of phytomass to vermicast. A large amount of waste are required. Warm castings have less developed markets than regular compost. Frequent aeration and heterogeneous end product are required for the production of vermicompost. Effect of vermicompost on growth, yield and chemical content. Here you can see that germination increases in soybean and tomato, growth increase in wheat, tomato, lettuce, pea, eggplant, cucumber, maize, potato, pepper. Yield is increasing for wheat, potato, tomato, lettuce, pea, eggplant, cucumber, tomato, pepper. Nutrient content is increasing in soybean, wheat, lettuce, cucumber, maize. Mycorrhizal colonization is increasing in maize, sorghum. Direct mechanism and indirect mechanisms of composted materials that affect plant growth, yield by chemical, biological and physical mechanisms. Microbial mechanisms are biological mechanisms are microbial communities that protects plants that pathogen reaches the plants. Microbial community increases nutrients contents in soil which are going to the plants and increases humic substances which are also reaching the plant. Chemical mechanisms are nutrients that reaches the plants and physical mechanisms are soil structure is improving and water retention capacity is improving. Possible direct and indirect physiological effects of vermicompost on plants. Minerals. Directly used for needs of mineral nutrition, increased plant growth and development. Organic matter. Indirect benefit from improving soil properties, long-term effect from acting as nutrients for microorganisms. Biologically active substances promote plant growth, improve uptake of minerals, induce resistance against pests and diseases. Microorganisms promote availability of mineral nutrients through mineralization and solubilization, release biologically active substances. Yield increase of various crops with vermicompost extracts. Oats 16%, tomato 21%, carrot 23%, beet 28%, cabbage 35%, corn 50% and sunflower 50%. The effect of vermicompost extract on the feed nutrition value of beans. Feed value in treated plants increase compared to the control treatment. Protein content of the leaves as well as lignin content of the leaves and straw of oat plants. Here you can see that protein and lignin content in treated plants increase compared to the control plants. Effect of vermicompost on plant protection. The plant protection effect of vermicompost and vermicompost tea. Corn is protected from earthworms. Cabbage is protected from earthworms, aphids, mealybugs, white caterpillars. Chickpea is protected from fusarium wilt. Pea is protected from powdery mildew. Mustard is protected from aphid. Cucumber is protected from beetles, hormones, green pea, aphids, citrus, mealybugs, juice spotter, spider mites, damping of root rot, fusarium wilt. Tomato is protected from green pea, aphids, citrus, mealybug, juice spotted spider mites, hormones, beetles, late blight disease, aphids, mealybugs, white caterpillars, fusarium wilt. Pepper is protected from aphids, mealybugs, white caterpillars. Radish is protected from damping of root rot. Potato is protected of late blight disease. Rice is protected of root rot. Onion is protected from Sclerotium cepivorum. Zucchini is protected from reniform nematode. Mechanism of plant disease suppression. Microbial competition for nutrients, parasitism, induced systemic resistance in plants, secretion of lytic enzymes, antibiosis. Here is an article what I suggest to you to read. How does vermicompost dairy menu to protect plants from disease? Mechanism of pest suppression. Improve soil quality and provide essential nutrients for pest control. Toxic substances released during vermicomposting enhance soil microbial activity and population, increase numbers of predatory pests. Factors affecting disease and pest suppressive potential of vermicompost and vermicompost tea. Compost source and quality and maturity, compost to water ratio, brewing time, nutrient supplements, aeration, dilution and application, microbial supplements. Preparation of vermicompost. Suitable worms are Eisenia foetida, Eisenia andrei for Europe, Eisenia hortensis for Europe, Eudrilus eugenia for West Africa, Perionyx excavatus South and East Asia, Lampito mauriti for Southern Asia. Not suitable worms are Lumbricus rubellus, Lumbricus terrestris. Climate conditions. The most common worms used in composting systems are red worms, Eisenia foetida, Eisenia andrei, and Lumbricus rubellus. Temperature ranges from 15 to 25. This is optimal, but they can survive at 10 degrees and above 30 degrees may harm them. This temperature range is suitable for indoor vermicomposting, but other forms like Perionyx excavatus are suitable for warmer climates. Keep the compost moist at all times. The ideal pH is from 6 to 7, but it can range between 5 to 8. Conclusions. Vermicompost is rich in macro and micronutrients, vitamins, growth hormones, enzymes, and immobilized microflora. Vermicompost can be produced on farm at low cost using simple techniques, whereas chemical fertilizers are high-tech and expensive products produced in factories. Vermicompost improves germination, growth, biomass, and yield in plants. Vermicompost increased mineral nutrients, antioxidant activity, and total phenolics in plants. Vermicompost has widely been used for the management of plant disease and pests. There are 2 published papers of mine for references and 2 unpublished papers of mine, and 1 picture from Robin Baker methods from Pet Organics. I have published a book about vermicompost. Vermicompost is boosting greenhouse vegetable production, which you can buy from www.vegescultivation.com/books. This book contains 7 different scientific articles and shows how the growth and quality of indoor vegetable production can be influenced by adding vermicompost to growth substrate. Acknowledgements. This investigation was carried through under the project Improving Cereal Production Technology. This intersectoral mobility grant received funding by the State Shared Service Centre in Estonia and by Aru Agriculture Ltd. The National Foundation of Civil Society in Estonia, the State Shared Service Centre in Estonia, and Aru Agricultural Ltd have supported the participation at the World Conference on Agriculture, Aquaculture and Food Science on 10 to 11 November 2022 in Bangkok, Thailand. Why cost action? I'm participating in this cost action, and there are 4 working groups: waste biorefineries, biorefinery technologies, biorefinery application, and communication and dissemination. 30 cost members are presented. Thank you very much for your attention.